Ready? Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you've joined me again and I'm going to give you a slightly quicker video than the last time that we looked at. It's my top 6, maybe 7, I can't remember, I wrote this, but it's my top 6 tips for keeping yourself and your crypto nice and safe. All of these things are things that I've learned over time with trial and error, with talking to different people. I work in the industry as well, so you should know that too. I've been in crypto for a long time now. I stepped in 2014 and I really wish I still had the first Bitcoins I bought. I'd be a lot richer today and not sitting here talking to you guys. I'd be lying on a beach. But anyway, let's jump straight in and let's have a little chat. Now, something I hear a lot is do your own research. And it is true. And it's also a statement that you have to be a little bit careful with. People tell you all the time, do your own research. Or they say to you, hey, so, there's this great, altcoin or ICO or exchange that you should use. I did my research, so you should totally trust me. Ignore them, don't trust them. By do your own research, there are a few things that you should look at. Because there are bias parties everywhere and paid shills online, you never know, I might even be one of them. Shh. But many of these people remain anonymous, hidden behind avatars. They sit on telegrams talking to newbies, pretending that they're admins, jumping into private messages with you, saying, hey, we're so glad to have you join our community. And then it turns out they have nothing to do with that community and they're just trying to get information about you. When you're researching new coins, ICOs, exchanges, or airdrops, you have to ask yourself who it is that is giving you this information. If they're telling you how to get rich, are they rich? If they're not rich, where is their information coming from? The choices that you make in crypto affect your money and no decision should be taken lightly. It's vital that you don't blindly listen to advice from popular influencers. This is going to bite me in the butt if I ever get popular, but I'm going to say it anyway. Granted, they have really valid points a lot of the time, but it does no harm to go and look something up yourself. The founders of the project you're interested in, do they have LinkedIns? Have they been around for a while? What's their educational level? Have they stuck with any project before? Do they have an experience, or have they made a sudden jump from a different industry and it doesn't make sense? Before you make any financial decision, get down to business and do some research. Some of your own, not something someone else told you. Make sure your next move is in your best interest. Use 2FA and bulletproof your passwords is next. Your personal security measures make a huge difference to your overall security. Wherever you can, you should use 2FA and back up your codes offline in a safe place, and for God's sake, please don't lose them. Don't let your dog eat them. Don't leave them on your kitchen counter and throw them in the bin. Don't write it on the back of a receipt, and I have actually heard that one. And I had to struggle not to say something like, what are you doing with your life? I would say you should probably use a 2FA app as opposed to SMS. And the reason for this is that people can fish their way into pretending that they have your number or engineer a port so that they get your number. And then suddenly they have access to all of your 2FA codes. And knowing you in the modern world, you have your email on your phone too, right? There are really simple workarounds and they're, people who are trained to socially engineer you, they'll get around it. Use an app and make sure that you look after your backup codes. I know a lot of people that use 2FA, Authy, they use Google Auth, and they don't have their backup codes and then their device dies and goodbye. A lot of people have the same password for everything and it shouldn't be your grandma's birthday. What are you doing? It's probably a bad password. Use a password storage service like KeePass or MasterPassword or Password One that will look after your passwords. Hand over the cash. LastPass is great. They're all pretty good options. It means you can make super strong passwords and easily find them if you forget. If you're not going to do that, you should have something that has capital letters, special characters, it should have upper and lower case, it should be long. For God's sake, please don't use a song lyric, I get that a lot. Other people think about the Rolling Stones too, it's not just you. Every extra security measure that you can add to your account is worth doing. Make sure your email accounts are locked down too. If you're using separate exchanges and trading a lot, think about having more than one email account. If you have Jeffrey Johns plus Binance at gmail.com, if that ends up being hacked, you know exactly where the hack came from. Not everyone does this, but if you are trading large amounts, honestly, it takes 5 extra minutes. You can have as many aliases on a Gmail account as you want. It's not a lot of effort. Don't open the door for the jerks. You with me? Don't be a fish, and I don't mean like one of those crunchy little biscuity fishes that you eat. I mean like you visit cryptocurrency websites on a daily basis. You visit lots of different websites. You read the news. The crypto community is rife with constant deception attempts. And some of these include things like, let's say you're going to Binance, but it loads as Binance1.com. Do you check the address in the bar above? If you don't, you've just logged into a clone and there's bots promising crypto giveaways and linking to random things on Twitter. Please stop pressing the links on Twitter. If I could get any of my users not to do anything, it would be that. Please, dear God, stop doing it. A lot of the time, those links lead to malicious executable files that come into your computer, allow people to install LogMeIn, allow people to get keyloggers onto your computers, and as soon as they have that, they're into your entire life, including fake ICO pages which lure users into investments. My project has a charming individual who's sitting on our Facebook page, replying to every post we put up, looking like us, saying, send us ETH and we'll send you more. I've reported them 1,000 times and there's nothing I can do, and I can guarantee you that there are people in my Telegram community who've sent them money and they've just never said anything. The list goes on and on. Your personal data is out there. There have been many cases where cryptocurrency mailing lists have been compromised, and you need to be a little bit aware of that. Think about what you're signing up for. You get, marketing emails all the time. Sometimes they're from your local department store. Mailing list ones can just be a little bit more malicious. Think about what you sign up to. If you're using a lot of websites for ICOs and exchanges, your details are going to be out there, and every time you do it, your risk level increases because the more sites you end up on, the greater your exposure is. Remaining vigilant is the only way to go. Click on links shared by people that you know and that you're close to, or people who are administrators within communities that you belong to. And I am an administrator on a crypto community. I have a really cute photo on my profile. People have pretended to be me, and usernames have been awfully close to mine. Yeah, check that it is actually the person that you're speaking to. Drop into the main section of the Telegram community and say, hey, @admin, did you just drop me a message? It's always worth double checking. Always check your URLs, always check who's talking to you. Use secondary emails. Don't keep your password and KYC documents in the cloud. If they're in the cloud, somebody can take them. Also, every time you sign up for something new and you have to KYC, take that passport copy and write for Binance on date. It's a lot harder to steal your passport if you've scribbled across the front of it. It's really useful, and it means that other people can't use your KYC documents that magically go missing for anything else, because for Binance, it's hard to mistake if it suddenly appears in someone else's KYC system. And behind a lot of the KYC systems are administrators like me. If you don't pass, I'll go through and manually review you. And I have caught a couple of passports that have funny things written on them that don't belong. If you do that, you're saving yourself a lot of time. Next step, lock up your crypto. It's amazing when you look at the number of crypto exchange hacks that have happened in the past. Knock, knock. Look at my little Cryptopia video. I'll put a link up in the corner. Traders are in a perpetual state of uncertainty with their fund security. Many exchanges don't take the steps to fix security issues. And a lot of the time, for example, Gemini says, oh, we insure your funds. They don't insure your funds in cases where someone else gets into your account. So pretty much everything is off the table. They insure your funds if it's their fault. And getting anyone to admit that is really hard. So don't trust any kind of online insurance when it comes to exchanges. When you're done trading your crypto at the end of the day, move it off the exchange. Stick it on a hardware wallet. Stick it on a mobile wallet. Put it anywhere where you own the keys to your wallet. It takes 5 minutes to do. And I'm sure a lot of the people that were on Cryptopia on January 14, 2019 really wished they had. Hold back your trust. Trust but verify. Traders say this all the time. Crypto companies aren't traditional in the business and communication sense. Telegram is a massive part of crypto, and unfortunately, people scam on there all the time. Scammers are lurking and they're waiting for you to come in and tell them your wife's name and birthday when you can't get into an account because they're a community admin, right? Except they aren't. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. If someone approaches you on Telegram offering something, ask questions, be skeptical. They may not be who they say they are, and if they say they're a community rep, like I said, drop into the main chat, double check, tag them and say, hey, are you contacting me? Very often, communities pin a message to the top of their main chat saying these are the people who are administrators, and they have a little star next to their name. And that's useful to you too. If they don't have a star, they aren't a community admin. Never give your details to someone who approached you first unless it's been pre-arranged. If I have to go and get details of anyone in the community, we usually drop a message into the main group saying, hey, this person is picking up these details for this reason, and then I verify with them and respond to a message in the main chat. Like I said, you don't want to compromise yourself. On Telegram, on your personal settings, please hide your phone number. Telegram defaults to your phone number being available on your profile page. Please remove that. It allows somebody to turn you into a little fishy. You don't want to do that. So remove it. We actually had a user who lost a large amount of funds via their mobile number. I've seen it before. It's just so not something that you expect and see coming. And also support your community. If you see someone doing something strange, come and report it to your friendly admin. I'm one. I love getting reports of people causing troubles because you never get to ban anyone. It's pretty fun when someone narky turns up and you get your goodbye. Oh my god, this one is huge. Please don't fall for the Twitter giveaways. They're everywhere. People impersonate legitimate accounts of people who are crypto celebrities and say, hey, I'm giving away thousands. This happens to John McAfee a lot, I've really noticed, but there are other ones that people pick too. And they'll say, we're giving away this amount, just reply and comment. It is never true, and the only time I've ever seen it be true is with Fiat Cash, and they were advertising and sponsored to shill Cash App. So unless you're seeing something that's an application, it's just always fake. Don't do it. Don't click on links. Don't send any money to get money. That's a huge one, and it happens all the time. And the last one that's really important is keep your life to yourself. When you're talking in Telegram groups or in forums of any kind or social media, don't overshare. They don't need to know all your personal details. They don't need to know where you live. They don't need to know how much you're holding. And any information that you share with anyone puts you at risk, and there isn't need. You can make a close group of crypto users who are your friends, people in projects that you know. If you wouldn't meet them in real life, you don't tell them too much about your life. Don't give randoms information that they're seeking. You can be friendly, interesting, and fun and super involved without me knowing where your house is and what your dog's name is. And our very last one, which comes back to something important. The only person who cares about you is you. Anyone who says that they care about you probably does, but probably not enough to lose any money on you. When you bear that in mind, remember, always protect yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you liked it, click like and subscribe and check out my other crypto content. We talk about safety, exchanges, tech, and everything you need to know when looking at cryptocurrency and alternative coins. Thanks for joining me today. Follow me on Twitter at @bitsarebeautiful. Bye!